Dímelo, dímelo, dímelo! What's up, everybody? This is gonna be our first review video. We're gonna review the Wheeltop EDS TX group set and why I think this group set is the best affordable electronic group set if you wanna do an upgrade for your older bike. This group set has so many pros. We're gonna give you guys a list of 5 pros and 5 cons of it. First, and the most obvious, the affordability of it. There is nothing else you can get as an electronic group set for $700 brand new. Now, when I say group set, this is a mini group. It does not include a crankset, cassette, or chain. And if you get the rim brake, it also doesn't include the calipers. So we're talking about purely just the levers, the front derailleur, and the rear derailleur. So if you do have an older bike and you're looking to upgrade and it is rim brake, you can just keep your actual crankset and your 2 brake calipers, because one of the best things about this group is the programmability of it. So jumping into our second pro, you can program this thing anywhere from 3 to 14 speed. You can have a 14 speed rim brake bike. I don't even know if they make 14 speed cassettes yet. So if you have an older 10 speed bike, a lot of you may know you cannot put an 11 speed on a 12 speed free body hub unless your free body hub allows for it. But if you have a 10 speed and you want to still bring it to the modern era and make it electronic, this is the best way to go. The same thing if you have 11 speed, it's the way to go, because it gives you that programmability of it. You can just put it on, you put the cassette you have, 11 speed, 10 speed, 9 speed, 3 speed. I don't know what a 3 speed cassette looks like, but apparently you can program it for 3 speed. So point number 3, the ease of installation. Since this is electronic, luckily it's not like the Shimano electronic stuff. This is completely wireless, so it's Bluetooth. You do not have to run any cables to the batteries. There's none of that. The batteries are in each derailleur. You have a battery in the rear derailleur and a battery in the front derailleur, and these are non-removable batteries. You charge them on the derailleur. It's gonna bring you a cord, and that cord is gonna go directly to the derailleur, and that's how you charge it. The 4th point, the battery duration is so long on this thing. I've been running this group for probably a year and a half. I ran out of battery once, and it's because I'm an idiot and I hadn't charged it for 8 months. The others are like, oh no, it's fine. I don't really need to charge it. It's good, it's good. You just forget things, and it lasts so long that you forget to charge it. But at least every 4 to 5 months, look at the battery on this thing. Check the battery life in the app. That way you're not like me and you're in a group ride trying to hold 24, 25 miles an hour in one gear, and I was just spinning out the whole ride with my cadence of like 100 and something. So don't let that happen to you. The battery life is amazing on this thing. Just remember to check it. For the 4th pro, this thing looks as good as it works. It has carbon levers and a carbon cage in the rear derailleur. So if you're worried that, oh, it's only $700, really, like, how good is the construction? Is it gonna look as good? This looks better than Shimano Ultegra and Dura-Ace if you ask me. Obviously, I'm more of a SRAM guy, so I like the carbon look. So this gives you that carbon look. We're gonna include some B-roll so you guys can see what the levers and the carbon cage looks like. It's really good. The durability of it is amazing. Like I said, I've been running it for over a year. I ran it 2x for a long time, but now I've strictly been running it 1x because we live in Miami and it's flat. I really have no need for that dual chain ring in the front. So the look of it is amazing. Moving on to the pro number 5, and it is something that I wish Shimano would follow suit in. The left shift lever on this bike does not have 2 buttons. It's only 1 button. And I just think it makes so much sense. Why do you need 2 buttons? The derailleur's either up or down, and it just has to go the opposite way. Why not just put 1 lever? It makes so much sense that they did this, and once you use it, you're like, damn, like, the big companies should be doing this. You touch it once, it goes up. You touch it again, it goes down. There's no need to flicker between 2 buttons for you to remember while you're out there putting an effort which way you need to go in the front. You just tap it and it goes up, you tap it and it goes down. That's it. The ease of use in it is amazing. This wouldn't be a pros and cons video without the cons. Some of these cons are kind of gonna be kind of stupid. I mean, it's really nitpicky of me, but I also didn't really find too many cons with this group. Con number 1, the app is a little difficult to use. Once you're making the installation and you have to log into the app, syncing them is very easy. But once you go into the fine tuning, I wish they would do a better job with the app. The Shimano and SRAM app are a lot easier to use. And obviously, since this group set has such a wide variety of cassette uses, it is a little difficult to make that initial setup to program it to your 11 speed, 12 speed, whatever it is you are going to use. So it might be best if you take it to a shop. If not, try to watch a couple videos to try to understand how the app actually works and how you need to program it for that usage. We're also gonna put out a video in the future of how to use this system and how to manage the app to give you guys a better understanding of it. Just in case any of you are looking for an affordable group set and do want to do this, keep in mind it's the same for rim brake and disc brake. So the video is gonna work for both, even though we'll purely be using it on a rim brake bike. Con number 2, the charger. I did say in the pros that the battery life is amazing, but I do not like the charger. It is really comfortable and really fast to use. It's just a magnet that clips on to the back of the battery, but it's not very strong. So if you are charging it and you kind of walk by or the bike shifts a little bit, it's very easy for the magnet to move and it not be charging successfully. So when you charge this thing, you need to have it somewhere where you know nobody's gonna walk by, and you need to put it on perfectly for the magnet to grab, and you have to make sure that the battery light is on so you know that it's charging. Con number 3, I didn't like that you have to choose between casual and race mode. For me, I always had it in casual mode because I didn't want to forget to put the app to sleep. If you have it in race mode, you do get a little faster shifting, but once you put the bike away and you stop, the system does not go to sleep by itself. You need to manually log onto the app and put it to sleep. It's not a big con, but for me personally, I felt the casual to be more than enough for the rides that I do. Even in the faster rides, it shifted fast enough. But if you did want this group set for maybe a crit bike or something, keep in mind that if you have it in race mode, you always have to put it to sleep when you're done. If not, the battery life will never stop. And then you're obviously gonna run out of battery a lot faster than you should. Con number 4. Now, with big chain rings being a really big thing now in the peloton, and even for amateur cyclists, they think they need bigger than a 53 front chain ring. 53 is the max on this thing. You cannot set the front derailleur for a bigger chain ring than a 53 without some modifications. Honestly, if you're running a 54, I'd probably say you're running 1x, so it's not a problem. But if you're looking to do a dual chain ring setup with bigger than 5339, the front derailleur is not going to work for you, and you might have to drill it or kind of do something to the bike to substitute it to be able to fit that. Con number 5, and I did say I was being nitpicky with this because I didn't really find a lot of cons with it, it's the hoods. The rubber on the hoods is so hard to fold back when you're doing the bar tape or even just to tighten it additionally. I don't know how that's gonna turn into long-term usage because of that rubber being so hard. I've been running it for about a year. I put 2 different bar tapes, and honestly, it's been holding up really well, but I don't know 2-3 years down the line how hard, if because that rubber around the hood is so hard to fold back, if maybe one day when I go to fold it back to wrap a new bar tape, it's gonna crack. So far, no problems. It's been a year and a half. So I guess if I still have this group in 3 years, we'll check it out again. But it's just something to keep in mind for when you're installing this group and you're having to put it on a new pair of handlebars. So the rubber itself is comfortable when you're riding and your hands are on the hoods. It's purely only when you're gonna put bar tape or when you're gonna tighten the bolt to cinch them onto the actual handlebars. So don't mistake that for, oh, I'm gonna hate it when my hands are on the hoods, because it doesn't feel weird. It doesn't feel different to Shimano or SRAM. You're not gonna have that problem. It's literally just when you're putting bar tape or installing them for the first time. In conclusion, I think this thing's amazing. The cons are ridiculous. They're kind of dumb. Most people are going to be like, I don't really see that as a con, except for maybe the charger and the casual to race mode. Everything else about this thing, I love. I ran this thing at the horrible 100 here in Florida, which is the only elevation we get in Clearmont, to run it on a 2x bike. And I loved it. It shifts just as good as Shimano, in my opinion. It was great. I had 0 problems. I've fallen on this bike already twice, and just besides straightening the derailleur hanger, no problems with the group. There is a couple little scuffs on it, but it has not affected it at all. It is very durable. It shifts great. If you're looking to do a budget build, this is the way to go. I do not think you should go for Shimano or SRAM. I think you should be on the Wheeltop EDS group set. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe.